Welcome to the DoubleACS Daily News. The Attleboro Area Industrial Museum has put on a temporary exhibit honoring the life and work of Frank Sawyer, an area resident who lost his vision at a young age, but overcame that barrier to become a successful carpenter, machinist, and mechanic. We spoke with museum director Carleton Legg to learn more.
We have a temporary exhibit. It's a memorial exhibit to Frank Sawyer. And Frank was a resident of Hanson. Last year during the Big Read book was about life-changing events, and as part of a writer's group, Frank's story came up. And Bernadine Viega was the director of writers group. At the time, she asked if we would exhibit, and eventually we have a nice little exhibit here of some of his story. He basically told his story to a member of the writers group, and she wrote it down, and so we have that in a little notebook. We have a couple of his wood products, his wooden bookshelf and a birdhouse. The bookshelf, he was a carpenter and a mechanic. At age 9, had a tumor and eventually went blind, and basically taught himself with a lot of help from people how to be a carpenter and a machinist and a mechanic, and was an inspiration for a lot of people. And as a part of our mission, we thought it'd be great to have a temporary exhibit dedicated to Frank.
Frank Sawyer was my dad, and he was a pretty amazing man. He, at the age of 9, lost his sight because of a brain tumor. I had some amazing grandparents that didn't let him sit around and dwell on the fact that he had just lost his sight. They got him involved in woodworking and automotive and all kinds of things. They didn't let him stop at all. And he was just itching to learn new things and to invent new things, so it worked out good. He would always invent things like, he would make like homemade doorknobs. Why go out and buy a doorknob if you could make one? He was, always building pieces of furniture. He was most famous for his picnic tables that he sold out of his barn in Hanson, and that's how he supported the family, was through these picnic tables. He made cribbage tables and kids tables. I mean, if someone came to him with a special request, he would figure out how to make it, and he would make it for them. I could talk for hours about my dad. He was amazing. In the end, he was just my dad. People would ask me, what's it like to have a blind father? And I really didn't know any other way. He was always my dad, going to my basketball games and dance recitals, and then he'd go out in the shop, and there was always the legend of him working with the power tools in the dark in the shop, and people would come over and have to turn the lights on, and people love to tell that story.
Come down to the museum. We're open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. 10 to 4 on Thursday and Friday, 10 to 3 on Saturday. We're open the last Thursday of every month till 8 o'clock at night. They can call us, 508-222-3918. We have a Facebook page, Attleboro Area Industrial Museum, and a webpage, industrialmuseum.com.
That's it for today's update. You can watch all of our content by visiting our website at DoubleACS.com, by downloading the DoubleACS mobile app, or by visiting the DoubleACS Roku channel. For DoubleACS News, I'm Auston Ricketts.